My upstairs neighbour's strange noises kept me up all night. I thought he was a freak until I discovered the shocking truth. So, I've been living in this suburban apartment complex for about 6 months now, 25 years old, finally out of my parents' basement, feeling like an adult with my IKEA furniture and a fridge that's 90% condiments. It's one of those quiet, cookie-cutter neighborhoods outside the city. Think cul-de-sacs, minivans, and nosy HOA types who care way too much about your lawn. My building's pretty chill, though. 2 floors, 4 units, and my apartment's on the ground level. The only real quirk, the guy upstairs, let's call him Dave, because I don't actually know his name, and he looks like a Dave. Dave's noises started about a month after I moved in. At first, it was normal stuff. Footsteps, the occasional thud, like he dropped his phone, maybe a chair scraping across the floor. No biggie, right? I've lived in apartments before, I can handle a little overhead shuffle, but then it got weird, like weird. It started with this rhythmic creaking every night around 10 p.m. Picture me, sprawled on my couch half watching some Netflix true crime doc when I hear it. Creak, 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 steady like a metronome. My brain immediately went where any 25-year-old dude's brain would go. Oh, Dave's getting some action up there. Good for him. I'd smirk, turn up the volume, and let him have his fun, but it didn't stop. Every night, 10 p.m., creak, creak, creak. Same pace, same duration. About 20 minutes, like clockwork. I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure most people mix it up a little, you know. Switch tempos, take a break, maybe throw in some variety. Not Dave. This guy was like the Energizer Bunny of creaking. I started timing it with my phone just for kicks. 19 minutes, 47 seconds one night. I even made a little game out of it. Will Dave beat his record tonight? Spoiler. He never did. Then the noises evolved. The creaking got joined by this faint, high-pitched whine, like a tea kettle that's mad at you but too polite to scream. And sometimes there'd be a thump, like something soft hitting the floor. My roommate brain kicked into overdrive. Was Dave doing yoga, wrestling a cat, building a sex dungeon with budget IKEA furniture? I couldn't figure it out, but I was too awkward to knock on his door and ask. I mean, what do you even say? Hey man, just curious. Are you banging or assembling a bookshelf up there? No judgment either way. One night I'm chilling with my buddy Josh, who's over to play some Xbox. The creaking starts right on cue, and Josh looks up at the ceiling, eyebrows raised. Dude, he says, your neighbor's getting busy again. I laugh, crack open another beer, and tell him my theory about Dave's robotic stamina. Josh, being the chaos agent he is, grabs a broom from my kitchen and starts tapping the ceiling. Yo, Dave, he yells, mix it up, bro, give her a break. We're dying laughing, but the creaking doesn't even falter. If anything, it gets louder, like Dave's doubling down to spite us. This goes on for weeks. I'm losing my mind a little, partly because it's hilarious, partly because I'm jealous. Dave's apparently living his best life while I'm down here, swiping right on Tinder matches who ghost me. I start venting about it in our group chat, me, Josh, and our friend Sarah. Sarah's all practical like, maybe it's not what you think, could be a rocking chair or something. Josh just sends a string of eggplant emojis and says, nah, Dave's a legend. I'm torn between wanting to know and wanting to stay blissfully ignorant. Then last Friday I hit my breaking point. It's 10 p.m, creaking's in full swing, and I've had a crap day, spilled coffee on my work laptop, got stuck in traffic behind a Prius doing 20 in a 45 zone. I snap, I grab my own broom, march into the living room, and start banging on the ceiling like I'm auditioning for Stomp. Dave, I shout, I don't know what you're doing, but can you chill for one night, please? The creaking stops. Dead silence. I freeze, broom still in hand, feeling like I'd just won a war, or maybe started one. 5 minutes later, there's a knock at my door. My heart drops. Oh crap, it's Dave. He's going to be some jacked dude with a neck tattoo, ready to fight me over his honor. I open the door, and it's not what I expected. Standing there's this skinny guy, maybe 40, with a patchy beard and a faded Metallica t-shirt. He's holding a leash attached to the goofiest-looking dog I've ever seen, some kind of scruffy mutt, with one ear flopped over and a tongue lolling out like it's mocking me. Hey, he says, scratching his neck. I'm Dave, from upstairs. Did I bother you or something? I blink, trying to process this. The creaking, I say, pointing at the ceiling. Every night, man, what's up with that? Dave goes red, full-on tomato red. Oh, yeah, that's not what you think. He looks at the dog, who's now sniffing my welcome mat like it's a gourmet meal. It's Rufus. He's got this thing he does. I squint. Rufus? Yeah, Dave sighs. He's got this old squeaky toy, a rubber chicken. Every night he drags it to his bed and, humps it for like 20 minutes straight. The creaking's his bed frame, the whine's the chicken. And sometimes he knocks it off the bed, hence the thump. I stare at him. Then at Rufus, who's now wagging his tail like he's proud of his nightly ritual. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. You're telling me, I say slowly, that I've been losing my mind over a dog getting it on with a rubber chicken? Dave nods, looking mortified. I tried stopping him, but he whines all night if I take it away. I didn't realize it was that loud. Sorry, man. I lose it. I'm doubled over, cackling so hard I can barely breathe. Dave starts chuckling too, and Rufus just sits there, oblivious, probably plotting his next chicken session. Dude, I manage between gasps, you've got to warn people about this. I thought you were some Casanova up there. Nah, Dave says, grinning. Just me and Rufus. He's my wingman, I guess. We chat for a bit. He's actually a chill guy, works IT from home, moved here after a breakup. I tell him about my broom rebellion, and he promises to get Rufus a quieter toy. I'm still reeling when he heads back upstairs, Rufus trotting behind him like nothing happened. That night, 10 p.m. rolls around, and it's silent. No creaking, no whining. I almost miss it. Almost. Then my phone buzzes. Group chat. Josh. Dave's still going strong. I send back a pic of Rufus I snapped at the door, captioned, "Meet the real legend." Sarah replies, "OMG, I knew it wasn't a person." Josh just spams laughing emojis. So yeah, my upstairs neighbor's not a sex god, just a dude with a freaky dog. And me, I'm out $15 on a new broom I didn't need to buy, but I've got a story for the ages. Moral of the story, if you hear weird noises, maybe don't assume the worst or the best. Could just be a dog named Rufus living his truth.